Now, come on, Amber. What is that going to prove?
I know for sure that there is more than just tea and sympathy going on between Terry Davidson and my father.
Well, that wasn't her version under oath in court today.
She isn't the first woman who ever lied for her man, and I tend to find out.
Now, I meant it, Amber.
Who is it?
It's me, Russ.
Russ.
Hi. What, you ready to go?
Go where?
To dinner. With me.
With you?
Yeah. That's an order. From your father. He told me to come over here, grab you by the hand, drag you out the door, and take you to dinner because you're probably not eating right. What I really came over for is to tell you that your dad loves you, and he's worried about you.
Typical of Dad. More worried about me than he is about himself in the trial.
He missed you in the courtroom today.
I stayed away. Did he tell you about my run-in with Amber?
Oh, yeah. The picture of the perfect family, you're not. But then again, who is these days, huh?
Only we could be honest with each other.
She is being honest. She hates your father, and she hates the way that you're standing up for him.
But how could she think that he could kill her? I mean, they had their disagreements, but Amber must have realized that Dad loved Mom. How could she possibly think that he could kill the only woman he ever loved?
You know when you did those stories on me for the Chronicle?
Yeah?
You asked me about Vince. How I felt about him as a father after seeing the flip side of his respectability and knowing just how dirty his money was.
Yeah, you became guarded, resentful.
And I felt guilty because I thought my old man was a flop and a fake.
But you didn't disown him. Even when you knew what he was, you didn't disown him.
How could I disown him? I was a chip off the old block, and I knew it. That's what I hated. I can see how Amber must feel about Dave.
Are you taking her side?
Hey, would I be here for him if I was?
No.
Look, your sister is just stuck on the old image of Dave being a bum and a drunk. I don't know, maybe she's afraid she's gonna end up like he was. I was afraid I'd end up like Vince. Let me tell you something, it's really strange. But I loved that man. I mean, I really loved him. But at the same time, I really hated him.
Well, at least you loved him. Because all Amber does is hate. And that's the difference.
Maybe. But we never really know what someone else thinks, do we? Maybe underneath all that, she really loves him.
Well, I hope so, but I doubt it.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about it over a steak, huh? At King's Arms? What do you say?
I don't know if
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
If you are going to badger Terry Davidson, then just forget you even know me. No, I'm serious, Amber.
I am not badgering Terry Davidson. I want to know what her plans are with Dave. I have a right to know.
You are really getting out of hand, you know?
For what? Wanting justice?
That's supposed to be what courts are for. You don't want justice, you want revenge, Amber.
Well, in this case, it's the same thing.
Now, look,
We were supposed to just go out to eat, all right? Not sit here and make... Davidson was supposed to be your friend.
She's Stacy's big sister, not mine. And Mother had her over a couple of times.
Well, then, if she's okay with your mother, why can't she be okay with you? Amber, just for 1 minute, just put away any ideas of getting even with your father. Now, give yourself a break.
I don't need a break.
But you do. You can't even see what you're becoming.
I just lost the one person who accepted me without any conditions. Mother loved me.
Well, so does your father, the way I see it, if you just give him half a chance.
I thought you were the expert in sociology, not psychology.
You are getting so angry with the whole world. Now, pretty soon you're gonna include me in the number.
I'm sorry. I know who my real friends are.
Well, if you do, you'll listen to me.
All right. I won't talk about Dave or Terry.
You promise?
Yeah.
Good. Now, let's go. I'm hungry.
I'll get my coat.
Gil, what are you doing here?
I thought I'd come by and try to cheer you up, but it looks like Weaver here is trying to take my place.
Good to see you too, Gil. Hey, we're just heading out for dinner. Care to tag along?
Tag along? You're going out with him?
Well, actually,
I came by here myself to ask you out.
You did?
That's okay, Stace. I don't mind taking a back seat.
No, Russ, I would like to go out to dinner with you.
What?
You went through all the trouble to come all the way over here, and I don't want to seem ungrateful.
Ungrateful for what?
I'll talk to you about it some other time, okay?
Look, you, want me to wait out in the car?
No! No, stay. It shouldn't take me long to get ready.
Look, Weaver, maybe I will tag along and make this a threesome.
Fine with me, Stacy.
No, I don't think you should. Because of the trial, we're both witnesses, and we shouldn't be discussing it.
Discussing what? We haven't even said hello. And besides, I've already been on the stand.
But it might pop up in conversation, and I don't want to say anything that would hurt my father.
What we have to talk about has nothing to do with your father and his trial. But we should have some privacy when we discuss it.
Then that's all the more reason that you should not join us. We can have dinner another time.
When?
I don't know when. I'll let you know when. Come on, Russ. Would you like to lock up?
I'll call you later, when you're alone.
I'm gonna go change.
I can't stop myself, Davidson. It's a compulsion. I mean, I just cannot stay away from her.
Do you have to chase her around campus? Come on.
Hey, Courtney's a magnet, and I'm attracted to her. What can I say?
She's not even interested. Okay?
It just eats your heart out to see her all over me, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she played hard to get it first, but the signs coming from her now,
She hasn't even told you her last name. Doesn't that make you stop and think?
sure does. You know what I've come up with? The glass slipper syndrome. Only Courtney may not go back to sweeping cinders at the stroke of midnight. She could already be royalty.
You just told me the other day you think she's poverty-stricken.
That was then. But the wheels have been turning, Pete. They've been turning. I mean, she could be trying to find out how the other half lives. Think about it. Counting rooms and mansions and sailing around the world in a yacht can get pretty boring.
You think so? No, I don't.
Hey, I'm telling you, I can pick them. Remember Jody Kramer?
Jody Kramer, the cheerleader? She almost got us arrested sneaking in that football game.
Forget that. She she turned out to be the niece of none other than the governor of this state.
So? Wouldn't have kept you and me out of jail.
You're missing the point, Pete. Jody was wild about me. And the same thing that Courtney sees in me, Jody saw in me.
Okay, Mr. Irresistible. If that's the truth, then where is she? We've been here almost an hour.
I betcha, 10 to 1, that the next young lady who walks through that door will be her.
Oh, yeah?
Her English lit class got out 5 minutes ago, and it takes her that long to walk up.
Okay, all right. You're on. You're on. I say if it isn't her, you have to take these back and pay the fine. Okay? All right? It's a deal.
You know me, Davidson, I never pass up a bet.
Here we go. There's your girl, buddy. You might want to introduce yourself on the way over to the library.
Hey, no sweat. I'll take this over for you right now.
Appreciate it.
Besides, I might meet Courtney on the way over.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Peter. Cramming for another exam.
How'd you get in here?
The back way. Oh, I wanted to see the manager about a job.
Well, anyway, I ended up grocery shopping with the foster parents with their coupons and blisters on my feet from combing every aisle of the store. Oh, and that's what I wanted to ask you about, a magazine I saw there.
Magazine?
Yeah, the one with the Barclay maternity wear ad in it. Weren't you supposed to be this month's model?
They used another girl.
Well, why didn't they use you? Because I remember you switching around a couple appointments just to make the shoot.
I just didn't want the job.
Well, next time, you give up a chance to be plastered in a national magazine with a cute little kid in your arms. Give me a call. I'll fill in.
That cute kid cost me the entire assignment. I went there expecting to model, not babysit.
Oh, come on, Amber. I've seen you with children. You're great with them. Don't you remember that time that you were chairperson of the sorority fundraiser for that orphanage?
That was different.
Oh, no, we had to visit with the kids there. And, oh, remember that one little guy wanted to go home with you?
Look, why do you always insist on reliving our past college days? They're over and done with.
We're gonna start feuding again?
Only if you don't get off of the children's hour.
And what's wrong with that?
Everything. I just felt so awkward holding that baby. She kept smiling at me as if she knew.
Amber, what's the matter?
Just don't mention it again, okay? I promise to stay off of the trial. Don't talk babies to me.
Thank you.
Listen, can we get, let's see, 2 glasses of red wine?
Certainly. Labial?
Yeah, we'll order when you get back.
Oh, waiter. Could you give us 2 more of the same, please?
I saw the notice for the vacancy in the window. I've never been a waitress before.
So you got the job?
No, the girl in front of me did.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'll just have to keep knocking on doors.
Hey, well, don't worry about it. This place, come on. Look at all the traffic. It's so loud in here. I mean, nobody leaves a decent tip.
I'll keep looking.
Sure. Hey, and if you need any help, I know this place a lot better than you do.
Could you? I lose so much of my time trying to read maps.
Sure. Yeah. Just name the day and the time.
How about tomorrow?
What any day but tomorrow?
Plans?
Courtney, it's Thanksgiving.
Oh, how could I forget? Another family holiday. Boy, I hate them.
Let me guess, you're the middle kid, right? Right? I mean, you're a little elusive, but special. Am I right?
No brothers, no sisters. But you're not altogether wrong. What about you?
I got a sister, and a brother-in-law, and a nephew, and my mother. So that's the Davidsons and the Martins. That's the whole family. How would you like to meet them?
All of them at once?
Yeah. Why didn't I think of this? You should come over for Thanksgiving.
Oh, no. I don't think that would be a good idea.
Oh, okay. You going home?
No. In fact, I've got a cousin and an uncle here in town. I'll spend the day with them instead of going home.
Oh, okay. Where is home? You never did tell me.
Does it matter?
Well, no, not really. I just like to know a little bit more about you. Gary has you pegged as some sort of Cinderella. Oh, yeah, Gary, you just missed him.
Well, I'm afraid that shoe doesn't fit. No, I'm just Courtney, the student. No one else.
Okay, Courtney, the student. What do you say? Invitation's still open. You could spend part of the day with us. What's your address? I'll come get you.
Why don't you give me your address? That'd be better that way.
Is this a polite way of saying no, huh?
No. You know, the more I think about it, the more I'd like to come over. I just don't know if I can. So how about your address?
I wonder what she's up to now.
Stacy.
Right out in plain view.
She's with Russ Weaver.
Hey, I got an idea. How'd you like to head on out to the film festival afterwards? Have you back in plenty of time to give Gil a call?
Thanks, Russ, but I don't think so. It's been a long day.
Whatever you say. Just remember, I've got to check in with your father. He wants reports, and he is not accepting any excuses for you not...
What is it?
Company. Company that you might not care for.
Amber. Don't worry, I won't make any scenes. See, I'm even ignoring the fact that she's here.
I didn't know your sister knew Blair.
Well, how do you know her?
Ione Redland invited us over for dinner. That was the extent of the evening.
You sure? Ione is known to be quite a matchmaker.
Last time you saw those two together, you said it didn't matter. You still feel that way?
He told me any romance in his life was on hold. But you wouldn't know that to look at him now.
You believed him? Oh, Blair, sometimes you can be so naive.
Well, he was very convincing.
I tell you what, why don't you go over there and say hello to him? Maybe it'll remind him of what he said to you.
Would you just stop it?
I don't see what the problem is. Why not? Anyone who's out with Stacy anyways got to be on the rebound.
I try to steer clear with matchmakers as much as possible, no matter who it is. Thank you. But you know, I would never put you and Gil together.
Maybe we shouldn't have either.
You avoiding him right now?
Not him. I'm avoiding being in love for the first time.
That's unusual. Most people file that away for a keepsake.
Well, I can't.
That's my house number, and there's the phone number.
Okay, thanks.
Listen, we'll be at church in the morning, so about 1 or 2, we'll probably start carving the turkey. You can't miss this big event now.
Well, if it's anything like the ones we used to have never mind.
You know, there is an advantage to this mystery about you.
Oh, what's that?
You can keep a secret. Most people around here can't.
Hey, I thought I'd double back and reclaim my territory, Davidson.
Well, I guess I better be going.
What's the hurry, Courtney? I just got here.
Oh, I have to get to the library. I can't put off my studying any longer.
Hey, so do I. I'll walk you over.
Hey, Gary, I thought you were just done. So what is this?
Excuse me.
Here, I'll take this.
No. Look, Gary, I can...
What's this? Davidson's address?
Yeah, I know. He gave it to me.
Courtney, I'll walk you over.
Gary, I know the way all by myself. And please, stop making such a pest out of yourself. I'll see you tomorrow, Peter.
Okay. Look, Gary, I know this isn't what it looks like.
Not the way I see it, Davidson. You're moving in on it.
I'm not to you. There's a very simple explanation. Why don't you sit down? I'll tell you. Sit down. Come on.
Kind of a long dinner, wasn't it?
What are you doing here? I thought you were going to call first.
Well, I was going to, but I came over here to make sure you got home all right. What, you and Weaver, run out of gas?
Don't act like this, Gil. Russ is just as a friend.
He asked you out again, though, didn't he?
I don't have to answer that.
He did, though, didn't he? Look, I know that guy. Don't forget the way he dumped my sister.
I wouldn't talk if I were you. Good night, Gil.
Stacy, I'd really like to stay if you don't mind.
I do mind. It is late. It's very late.
Let's be reasonable about this, all right? You know how I feel about you.
Gil, I'm tired. I can't talk about us now. It is the wrong time.
It's always the wrong time, Stacy. It's the wrong time because of Amber. It's the wrong time because of the trial. And now Russ Weaver.
Just don't pressure me, please. Just don't pressure me. Will you leave?
Okay.
You are watching Middle East Television.